We're gonna practice being in the truck. Pretty soon you're gonna love to ride in the truck. You're gonna love to ride in the truck. You're gonna love to ride in the truck. It's okay. It's okay. Daddy's here. Look, get your squirrel. Get your squirrel. This is your seat. This is your seat. No, don't chew. Don't chew. Yes. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. And you can ride like that real pretty. Good boy. Archie, is that how you're gonna ride in the truck? You're gonna be calm and be a good boy? You're gonna be naughty. This morning has been a very difficult morning for Archie. He has been getting bored very quickly, and he's testing me and intentionally breaking the rules, trying to get on the furniture and chew things he's not supposed to chew. Then when I tried to basically settle him down, he was very resistant. And finally I got him sleepy and let him fall asleep in the living room. And then I picked him up and I moved him in here, and at first he was not wanting to stay in the crate. We had a crate training session this morning and he was losing his mind. He did not want to stay in there. But what I did just now was I let him fall asleep in there. I sat there and I pet him until he fell asleep. And then I got up and I walked away and I went into the other room. And after a few minutes, he woke up and he came out. So we went out, we took a potty break, and then came back in the house. And on his own, he walked in there and he laid down, and it looks like he's going to resume his nap. So that's very good. I'm just going to stand here for a little while until I'm sure he's asleep, and then I'm going to actually close the gate and stay here, and then allow him to wake up and see that the gate's closed, but I'm still here. It's okay. And I'm not going to put him through any more stress if he starts to whimper. I'm just going to go ahead and let him out. That way he doesn't start to associate this with being in prison. So he got super ramped up because I took him for a little walk. And then when I let him inside the house, he demanded to go back outside. He wanted to go in the backyard, and he went out there and he was getting rowdy and rambunctious. And then all of a sudden, I forgot it was noon, first of the month. So the air raid tornado sirens went off, and he panicked. He bolted for the back door and wanted back inside as soon as he could. And then he just wanted to sit in my lap. And after that, it seemed like all the steam was taken out of him. And now he's ready for another nap. He's doing pretty good. Going inside of his crate. I had to distract him from that sandal and redirect him back in here. All right, he wasn't falling asleep with my talking, so I realized it's lunchtime. So I gave him his food and I shut the door. I'm gonna let him finish eating his food and see how long it takes for him to start crying. So I'm not sure what the magic combination is. I gave him his food, he was eating. He got a little anxious when I closed the door. I didn't want him to go into panic mode, so I opened it. he just wanted a drink. He came out and got a drink, and then he went back in. And I closed the door. And normally I try to discourage him from digging and stuff, but I think he's just making his nest. So he seems pretty comfortable back there with the door shut. I'm gonna try to sit down out here and see if he'll fall asleep.
So it is November 1st of 2025, and we are trying to see if we can transition Archie with his bed that we brought him home in the car ride home, get him to sleep in this, and then see if we can move it into his house and get him to sleep in his house. Because he doesn't seem too excited or thrilled about being in his house. He had one good nap in it this afternoon, so that was very good. But otherwise, he likes to whine and cry and act like we're torturing him. Even though we sit next to him or stand next to him while he's in it, he is not pleased with his house yet. He'll eat in there. He can put his food in, he'll eat in there, but he doesn't like that door shut. No. I don't know. What are you doing now? Daddy already pulled the nails out of there because you were trying to chew on the nails. Yes. Weren't you Archie kids? Yes, weren't you Archie kids? You like to root? Yeah. He does like small confined places. He likes to get under my footstool and curl up under there. And so he might like the edges on this bed. In the bed, he likes to wedge himself under the pillows. So we'll see. Oh, no, you're gonna take a break from it? We'll see how this progresses. I'm gonna give it a second try. I'm gonna use it a pillow. He's not sure yet. Okay, Archie. 20 seconds later, success. It's a bed.
So we're trying something a little bit different today. As soon as we woke up, we went outside for the potty. Oh my goodness. Let's see how this works. And then we had breakfast. We put both his food and his water in his crate. That way he wouldn't have to cry to get out to get a drink. And then following that, instead of rambunctious tug and fetch and all that kind of stuff that we normally do, I took him for a walk, and hopefully that burned off a lot of energy. It looks like he still wants to play with his toys, but yesterday he was being very, very naughty, very aggressive, very defiant, and we want to get him into more of a sweet, cuddly, loving temperament as opposed to what he was probably used to with his litter mates. We don't want a bunch of nipping and all that stuff. So we're gonna try to be calm today.